Hi, I'm Kasey Blouse, and I'm the owner of Blouse House Creative. When I was younger, I never really saw myself as a creative person. I just couldn't see it from the inside, I would always kind of go and do creative things, but still not think of myself as being an artist or anything like that. I always thought I'd be a teacher. And then when I came down to choosing a college and deciding where I was gonna go, I ended up choosing to do graphic design because I had taken some of those classes at the end of high school, and I had also had a job printing t-shirts. And so it fascinated me that graphic design could then get put on a shirt and you could see something that you created in real life, that somebody was wearing or whatever. So that is kind of where it started, with being excited about being creative and starting to think of myself as an artist. So after going through school and doing that, I really got into the production side of things, and I took a production class in school. I just got really excited about what graphic design could do in the business world or in somebody's life to create something that they would hang in their house or something like that. Then I also started getting into sign stuff because I just kind of happened into a job with that. So I ended up working for several different sign companies, several different paper printers, never went back to t-shirt printing. One of the coolest jobs I had was I worked for a coaster printing company, which is a totally different form of printing than anything I do now. But it kind of just gave me all these knowledgeable things that I would know how to do different things and kind of could figure out stuff if I didn't know how to do it. So I ended up starting my own business just out of my basement. And in 2018, and I just started with paper printing and graphic design. And then eventually I had a friend who was doing signs, and that's who I relied on. We had a really good business relationship. And when they ended up not continuing their business, I ended up just kind of taking over, got to move into the same place they had been, and we just had this relationship where we could do that. And so that's what propelled me into signs. And at the same time as I did that, I added promotional items, so being able to do mugs and things like that. So all of those things, like I said, knowing just the knowledge behind doing it and just getting really excited about doing printing as a side thing of my first love, I guess, which was graphic design. Blouse House Creative is really dedicated to being in the community and doing things for the community. We try to be super involved in lots of different areas, and one of the things I think that we do really well is working not only with small businesses or large businesses, but also working with individuals, and kind of some of what that entails is we take on the small jobs. And I don't say that to say that they're not important, because we definitely think they are, and that's why we continue to do them. And I love working with individuals, even if you need a couple copies, and just getting to know people in the community, because that's really what it's about, is taking care of the community and just kind of being a presence here, as well as running a business and making money. But really it's the bigger picture of taking care of the community. We, moving forward, would really love to just kind of expand. Right now we're in the process of growing what we have and kind of getting stable in that, since it's only been a couple years that we've added signs, and it's kind of a big undertaking with that, and then promotional items. And we already feel like we do a ton of stuff. It takes me a while to explain to everybody all the different things we can do, but in the future, like I said, with wanting to add things to that, there's lots of other different types of printing or different things that we are hoping to add, and just kind of growing and, like I said, adding that community part and just what else we could do for the community and what else they need. And so that's kind of what we've been looking into recently, is once we grow to the point where we're, semi-comfortable. I don't think you're ever comfortable in business, but maybe adding some of those other things, just because I get excited about trying new things. I always want to know, oh, how else could we do this, or what else could we do with this kind of thing. So that's kind of what's on the horizon, is looking at, in the next year or so, adding some of those other printing techniques to our repertoire, and just learning more about some of those and how they would fit into our world. Being a chamber member is amazing, first off, but just it kind of leads right into our wanting to be part of the community, because that's what it's there for. there to take care of the community and take care of businesses in the community, so they can provide things. One of the things that we do with the chamber that helps grow our business is being part of Case Group, which I cannot say enough good things about. I was very hesitant because I was like, oh man, it was like when I first started my business and I was like, oh, I gotta get up and talk to people every week about it and have this, like referral. And it was kind of scary at first because, you don't really know what to say every week, but it's just been great for building relationships and especially Case Group with building like very intentional, personal relationships, not only just for business, just like personally, and having like close friends that also do business, and just being able to lean on them even if you have questions. Like I said, cannot say enough good things about it, and just the people that are in it really being dedicated to helping you and your business out. You can find Blouse House Creative at our shop, which is 203.5 Depot Street, right downtown Christiansburg, or you can also find us online. Our website is www.blousehouse.org, and on social media we have Facebook and Instagram, which are, I believe, at Blouse House. Facebook and Instagram are really where you can catch us and send us a message, as well as, on our website, there's a little form you can fill out kind of thing. That's the best way to get in contact with us. I'm Kasey Blouse with Blouse House Creative.